There we go. Oh. Well, it looks like we're doing the M1 route. Oh, joy of joys. Ode to shitty weather. So we're setting off to work. Hopefully I've got a GoPro that's actually recording, because I've tried to record videos on this bloody thing about half a dozen times, and the audio's screwed up every single time, which is not frustrating at all. It's quite chilly. Well, it's not that chilly, it's 10 degrees centigrade, but it's fucking miserable. It's been drizzling and raining most of the night, but fingers crossed, they're saying that it's not going to get any worse today, which is something I can get behind. I've got my knob headlights on. So the last time we spoke, I'd moved out this way, which this way being Huntingdonshire, which is lovely. There'd been some discussions about whether or not I was going to keep the CB650r or sell it. And there's an update on that. There's been some updates in personal life and stuff like that. I mean, it's been a long time since I posted a video, like over a year I think, or coming up to a year at least, and a lot has changed in that time. So yeah, we'll just a little update and a video of a bit of my commute into sunny London town, because who wouldn't enjoy seeing how miserable everybody else gets doing this sort of commute? But yeah, so commuting into London, 2 hours and 27 minutes to cover 80 miles. That's fun. So that's averaging what, 36 miles an hour, they reckon? I wonder why the city's starting to struggle. It's like, oh no, people don't want to go into London. That's because the trains are shite and the traffic's awful. So I ride my bike in, and I do it specifically because the trains are so bad, there's just no point in me even trying half the time. So I'll go from Huntingdon into St Pancras, and odds are every other train is late. 1 in 3 will probably be cancelled if they fucking show up at all. And it's just like, why put yourself through that in the morning? It is very much, nobody needs that stress in their lives. So yeah, CB650r. I sold it. I decided to get rid of it because I wasn't really using it. I got to the point where I have a naked bike, and then I've got this, the Tiger, and every time I wanted to go out and do something which would be naked bike-ish, this thing's more comfortable, just about as quick, handles reasonably well, and has heated seats, heated grips and all that sort of stuff, and the other half can get on the back of it and have a top box so she doesn't feel like she's going to fall off. So it kind of just ended up sitting in the garage more and more and more. So what I did instead is I sold that, and I bought myself a 2005 K5 GSXR 750, or a GSXR 750, which is fucking fabulous. I've never been big sport bike orientated, and then I owned one, and I absolutely love the thing, and I understand why everybody rants about them so much, because they are just so good. The Gixxer needs a little bit of TLC. I had to swap out the headlight assembly, just where, so if ever you've got a motorbike and you've been riding it for a little bit and you put a cover over the top of it, if your headlights are hot, covers can melt to them, which is what the dude did precisely to the Gixxer, and he basically burnt a mark into the headlight assembly, which it worked perfectly fine, just I didn't like it, so I swapped it. She needed, so she's been dropped a couple of times here and there. She's done about 20,000 miles, got it for a reasonable price. She's in pretty good overall condition, has had a couple of drops as you'd expect from a bike of that age with that many miles, but overall she's pretty sweet and she rides beautifully. So my plan is to use her to go and do some track days next year and learn how to ride it at least within 50% of its potential, because at the minute I'm probably hovering around 30% if that. So anybody who says without any training or anything like that they can go out and get the most out of their 750 or their 1000cc or anything, sorry, but you can't. You may feel like Rossi, but I guarantee you're not riding like them. But yeah, it's been an interesting year, so that's the bike covered. I'll probably put up some pictures and stuff like that of it towards the end of the video. I've still got my Access 400 project bike. It's still not done, it's still a project bike, and I'm seriously considering getting rid of that at the moment because I've got a promotion at work and I've got another promotion due, and finding the time to actually do anything on that bike is becoming ever decreasing odds. So Beck and I have moved in, we've got the 3 kids with us, we've now got a dog which is Huckleberry, and he's a Bernese Doodle, which is an amazing breed of Bernese mountain dog and a full-size poodle, and he's so cool. He's mental, like, don't get me wrong, he's a proper mental puppy, but not like over the top or aggressive. He's just a funny bugger. He's so much fun. And he's just over a year old now. He weighs about 45 kilos. Hopefully he's not going to grow too much more, because he already eats, what, 25 kilos of food a month. And of course, being a bloody doodle of some kind, it's special dietary requirements, and he needs fancy food, and he gets these treats that are called pizzle, which, if anybody knows what a pizzle is, it's part of a bull or cow's anatomy that's stretched and dried, and yeah, they're a little bit smelly and stuff like that, but he absolutely loves them. And yeah, so besides that, I mean, one other little thing happened, which is I got engaged a while ago, which is very cool. So the other thing that's taking up a fair, or going to be taking up a fair amount of time, is wedding planning and stuff like that. So although Beck is kind of the primary planner, so she is very much on it from that side of things, and we've got most of the services that we want booked. She is, you know, it can't all be on her. So, but yeah, and our wedding day is going to be New Year's Eve 2024. So we're going to have a New Year wedding, which will be really fun, and we're turning it into a bit of a party for all our friends and family who we want there, and it's, yeah, really looking forward to that. So so we just do some commuting. I never knew what went into fucking wedding planning, I'll be honest with you. So I've had to go through, well, the royal we. Beck's been going through everything for the wedding planning and stuff like that, and I'm doing the budget tracking, she's doing the actual planning. Oh my god, there's a lot of bits and pieces to sort out. It's like we were talking stationery last night, and I'm like, okay, let's get some invites and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, which one of these 17 million options would you like? Like, Jesus. No. This is that, you know, nightmare of dinner ladies weather. That fine rain that soaks you through. It's fucking horrible, it is. In fairness, it's the default setting for weather in this country. Just dribbling. It's like mild incontinence. I don't mind weather, like, but I like proper weather. Like, if it's going to rain, fucking rain. If it's going to be hot, be hot. But we get so much of this kind of, it's trying. Trying. Oh, still recording. Got 32 minutes to cover 3.9 miles, eh? Tesla is terrified that someone might get ahead of him. Got to use both feet on the ground at the moment because these leaves are slippery as fuck. Oh, I see. So we're just too busy watching YouTube, are we? You're seriously watching TV? What the fuck is this? Is it really? You're all that scared of a couple of fucking bullards? Jesus, titty fucking Christ. Oh, it's a lollipop lady. I've not seen a lollipop lady in years. For anybody outside the UK, the lollipop ladies are they're like school crossing guards. Make sure idiots on motorcycles stop for little stinging children. Still recording. Holy shit. Yeah, so I'm thinking my first track day might be at Snetterton. I don't think you're allowed to record track days, but at least you're not allowed stuff on your helmet for them. But that's fine, I might be able to put one on the bike, but I'll do like a walk round of the Gixxer and stuff like that. The other thing I want to get is I want to get myself a Ducati Desert Sled, the Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled, because I've just fallen in love with them. So, but I should either finish the XS or sell the XS, or both, before getting another bike. But I do have a very amenable other half in my fiance, in that I'll say to her, it's like, oh, I really like the look of this bike, and she'll go, okay, why don't you get it? And it's like, that's yeah, that's called feeding in addiction. I mean, I'm not looking to go out and buy, you know, £20,000-25,000 bikes, but yeah, I've got two at the moment, or 2.5, because I've still got to finish one, and then that'll be 3. and I would like to upgrade this one at some point. And I'll tell you what, that new GS1300, I really like the look of that. And I know the kind of X headlight and stuff like that is a bit divided, and it looks a bit more hyper motard-y almost, doesn't it? But I think it looks fucking amazing. I absolutely love that bike. But in the same way, I absolutely love the Tiger 1200. Like, either of those would be amazing. But I'm not sure a 12 or 1300cc bike for me, for commuting in and out of London, is a particularly fabulous idea. Be great for going 2 up and having Beck on the back, or one of the kids on the back, but I mean, the vast majority of my riding is commuting. But then I could use the big, I don't know, it's all kind of hypothetical. Mostly because I don't know what I want to fucking ride half the time. I go out and go, oh, I want to take a sports bike, oh, I want to take an adventure bike, oh, I want to take a classic, oh, I want to go to a scrambler. It's like, well, basically, if I won the lottery, I'd have like a nice little 4-bedroom house with like a parking lot next to it full of my motorcycles, because that would just be lots and lots of fun. It's all starting to get very autumnal, although it doesn't feel very wintry yet. It doesn't feel very Christmassy at all, does it? I was talking to Beck about it. It's like Christmas is a little bit muted at the moment. So that is the end of my commute. The big news was I sold the bike, bought a bike, got a puppy, got engaged, oh, and got a couple of promotions. Isn't that fun? But obviously the biggest news there is the engagement, rapidly followed by the puppy, who's going to be at the altar with me when we get married, because he looks like he's wearing a tuxedo already. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can't end up not being a bug on someone's windscreen in the last like third of a mile to my office. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and do give me a follow if you fancy. I am planning on doing more of this. I'm commuting more and more on the bike, so I may as well just chuck the camera on and talk shit whilst I do it. I promise I won't just be talking about family updates and stuff like that, but I'll do some walk rounds of bikes and, you know, what I'm doing, and I might even do some of the spannering videos, like when I am actually cutting shit, like fixing stuff. Whether or not that's of any interest, I don't know. But we can go from there. Okay. Bye. No, not this one. They shut down 1/4 mile of road on one of the busiest roads going because of that. Fucking hell.